here we go. We are diving on in. Our players are ready. I probably should have reminded them that this is a best of 5. Hopefully they know this.
I mean, they should know, right? They're professionals. They be fine.
If they're pro players, then they probably don't know. So, oh god. But here we go. We're diving in.
Yes, here we go. Welcome everyone to the first qualifying match here for DreamHack North American spawning here. The Protoss player, the Brew Protoss player from the United States. This is PattyMac.
And spawning in the top left hand corner of Lightshade ALE, we have the Canadian Terran player. He is green. He just took down Future in a TvT, and this mad lad, mate, he is teamless. It's crazy. It is Semper.
Mate, PattyMac, TvT. What do you think?
That's a good question. We were lucky enough. You alluded to it earlier, or you mentioned it, right? We casted PattyMac against Pure Legacy last week, and it went all the way to the ace match. We saw a lot of different variety of styles from PattyMac. You know, he was using DTs, he was using Blink Stalkers. So yeah, honestly, I don't really know what to expect from him. Same with Semper. When it comes to Semper, I haven't casted him in a relatively long time. It's been a couple of months. Unfortunately, he isn't very active in the weekly tournament scene. So yeah, I don't know how this is going to take this. Regardless, this is going to be an intense series.
Yeah, man, you're going to have a full best of 5 to check it out.
Exactly.
Yeah, so far, standard openings for both players. PattyMac going for the quick gateway into Nexus, and Semper going for the Barracks expand. Also, he didn't wait for the Reaper. He went straight for the Marine.
Yeah. Very standard openers here. Again, it's something that we were saying, how this has become very commonplace nowadays in TvP, where you do skip said Reaper. And yeah, going for that faster expand. And obviously, you cover yourself by going for an SCV scout. As Semper, he confirmed that there was Nexus, so he knows that there's nothing really crazy going on. I say that, mate, PattyMac throws down a pylon.
Yeah, mate, this is a pylon, and by the location of it, mate, I smell a Stargate.
Ooh, meanwhile, Semper, he scouted here towards the southern half of the map, but he didn't go towards the north, so he didn't double check, and there it is. Stargate does get thrown down.
Target is on the way now. Usually you will counter this by building a factory and then starting Cyclone production, mate. But mate, Semper is going for a 3 racks.
Yeah, we do have 3 racks bio on the way here for Semper. Aye. So he will not have a Cyclone, he will not have a Viking, he will have a lot of Marines though. But again, they will be stimless and they won't necessarily be in the correct position.
Yeah, this is gonna be rough. Let's see how good Semper's macro is and how good he is versus sniping those Void Rays, mate. Because, mate, this is it's not Void Ray, mate. This is a proxy Oracle.
Oh yeah, the Oracle is gonna be diving
I am very surprised, mate. I was expecting the proxy Void Rays with the shield batteries below your base to slowly suffocate you to death. No, man. Instead, we have Oracles.
Yeah. I mean, you know, the fact that PattyMac did go for the natural base, like this was a little bit more standard. This isn't like an all-in by any means. No Void Ray shenanigans here. Again, he just wants to dive in and just take out the mineral line. And you know what? The Marines, they're not here.
Yeah, Marines are not here. There is nothing here that can shoot up, mate. A lot of workers are going to be down. Mining time is gonna be lost. Yeah, only 2 workers killed so far. 3 workers. 4 workers, and the Oracle dives out.
Ooh, yeah, nicely done. He doesn't just kill 4 workers, by the way. It isn't just lost mining time. He also scouts the 3 racks.
Yes, very important to notice, mate. Because if you were not prepared for a 3 racks, mate, suddenly you have pardon the word, fuck ton of Marines outside your base with steam and combat shields ready, mate, and you die.
Couldn't have put it better myself, mate. It's
yeah, man.
Very true.
I hope everyone saw today's Carbot episode about StarCraft 2, which is how to play Terran. That's basically what was gonna happen.
Man with gun, mate. That's all you need. That's all.
Man with gun.
Oh god. Aye. Meanwhile, the Oracle dives back in. Can he get a couple more kills? Does focus on some of these Marines, but does cost the Oracle its life.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't think PattyMac was a good idea to just sacrifice the Oracle to the Marines, because now that the Oracle has been dealt with, mate, Semper is free to move out of the map, and mate, it's a disaster. That is not a good time to start expanding, mate.
It's not, mate. It's not at all. Meanwhile, this is a nice move. PattyMac is moving up, and he does run into the army. He is well aware of the bio coming in, and now he can prepare. Oh, he's like, yo, I'm holding this third. This is fine. This is fine. Yeah, don't worry about it, mate.
I mean, depends. Semper, I don't think Semper knows about the thirds, right?
He doesn't. He doesn't.
So he's about to find out, and he's like, ooh, free building for me.
Exactly. The Stalkers, they are going to meet up with this. Bearing in mind that Stim and Combat Shields is completed here for the Terran. He's trying to fix down the Nexus, and he's going to get it.
Yeah, the Nexus is cancelled. And now this is not going to kill PattyMac, mate, but Semper is just trying to do the best trade that he can.
Yeah, exactly. Like, sure, he lost the army, but he canceled the Nexus. And honestly, that is a big win. The Nexus was about to finish up, so he does hinder the economy of PattyMac. But now PattyMac has map control. He dealt with the army. He pushes out across the map. He shouldn't be able to do too much here at the natural, but mate, Blink is done.
Blink is done. PattyMac is coming in. There's a bunker. Semper needs to be very careful to not oversteam, mate, because there are no medivacs. Each team is hurting a lot.
Exactly, there are no medevacs. They're still on the way. And again, what I was talking about was, sure, there's a buggy here at the natural, but we have an observer, we have Blink. Oh, he wants to catch it. Oh.
Yeah, he got it. He saw it. He's like, yeah, that's mine. And he went for it.
Ooh, and with that, that means that PattyMac cannot blink into the main base. Semper, he has defended. He will continue on from here, and he throws down his third CC.
PattyMac with his third base on the way. He has the first robo unit, a Colossus. He's out, mate. He's looking good. 61 workers to 49 of Semper. Semper's still base is still only halfway done, mate. PattyMac is now ready. Starting to mine out from this base. Charge is about to finish as well. Things looking good for a Protoss player, I think.
Yeah, honestly, it's looking pretty good, but geez, I just realized that's a lot of Marauders. Oh my god, so he's gonna be chasing down these Stalkers. Concussive Shell is done, only gets one Stalker in the end. But as you were saying, PattyMac, he's just buying time for his Colossus. Charge is finishing up. That will help so much against this heavy Marauder composition. Doesn't have his charges yet, as Semper is moving out across the map.
She's done. The first Zealots are warping in. And a second Colossus just came out, mate. I think with the shield battery, he should be fine.
Yeah, with two Colossus, I think he'll be okay. He has to be careful not to be caught out again. Marauders, they love just focusing down these Colossus. Meanwhile, PattyMac just meets the army and forces him back.
Yeah, he brings forward, snipes one medivac. Oh. Semper now knows. Oh, guys, there was a counter drop here by Semper on the other side of the map. 9 workers kills, a lot of army that's also being focused down on, mate. And now the pylon. Is that an Artosis pylon? No, it's not. It's not. Oh wait, it was an Artosis pylon. I mean, very impressed. I thought it was in range of the other pylons, but no.
Yeah, exactly.
So a lot of buildings on power, mate. No more robo units. No more +1 attack on the way. That was a very nice win by Semper.
Yeah, exactly. Even forced a recall. Thankfully, PattyMac did leave an army here at the third base, but honestly, this is looking quite vulnerable. Like, Semper, he can still accomplish a lot here with these Marauders, with this bio army. Oh, in the end, PattyMac, he does end up defending, but sustained a lot of losses. Still has the worker lead, but, like, again, that is why it's so important that Semper was able to pull that off.
Yes, extremely important. Now, 76 army supply for Semper, 61 for PattyMac. Just be careful. A lot of that supply is basically just only medivacs. Semper now has tanks. 3 tanks, I think. If Semper consolidates his army and make a good push with those tanks, he may be able to do something.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Meanwhile, PattyMac, he has finally defended, and for the most part, Semper has given him a little bit of room to breathe. With that room, what does he do? Well, we do have Archons being morphed in, so Charge Lots, Archons, Colossus are the name of the game. I'm waiting for, maybe Storm or another form of AoE here to start up for PattyMac. Regardless, even if he does start it up, I don't think it's going to be ready in time, because Semper, he's moving out once again.
moving out. PattyMac notices with the sacrificial zealot, and is he gonna try to cut the army off guard? Yes, he does. He's coming from behind.
Yep, that he is, and he's going to be able to try and catch this army again. Semper moving out without his tanks. It's only his Marines and Marauders. Oh.
And again, a good steam of all the army, and the medivacs are gonna waste energy.
But thankfully, you know, Semper, he doesn't get caught out, right? He's able to rotate his army around. He does escape with the majority of it. Didn't have to commit. Oh, and backs off.
It's PattyMac's turn to after the battle. No, okay. I believe his observer got sniped over there, so I'm not sure he's gonna try to do it. He's going for a war prism on the right hand side of the map.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's always best to try and go for these multi-pronged attacks. War prism towards the main army could push on forward as well. I mean, it's looking like he could even try and I can actually. He's going straight into the main. Oh, but there's a ring of missile turrets.
One missile turret is down. The second one also is going to finish when he goes, and yeah, he only drops one zealot because the Marine saw it. So PattyMac will not commit.
Yeah. Oh boy, you don't want to go into that main base, not now. Meanwhile, here we go, Semper, finally, he's not just pushing out with his bio, but the tanks, the Vikings, everything that he has. On top of all this, he even has his Ghost of EMPs. Doesn't have enhanced shockwaves, but regardless, they have plenty of energy here.
There we go. Semper scans, sees where the army is, and steams forward. Will he be able to cancel this base?
Oh god, that is the question. The tanks already do siege up. We don't have any EMPs yet. Disruptor shot goes off, but it doesn't connect.
Yeah, unfortunately, Vikings fly.
They do. They do. And at the same time, a massive zealot run by 5 workers go down, and they do interrupt the reinforcements. Meanwhile, PattyMac goes in.
Yeah, PattyMac goes in. There's a lot. The Vikings focus on the Colossus, and but the tanks are falling, mate. Is this enough? The wave of reinforcements of zealots coming in.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think this should be enough to clear Semper's army.
Yeah, exactly. That was so close. PattyMac, he lost all of his Colossus to make this happen, and sure, he breaks through the siege line, but there's still so much bio left.
There's still a lot of bio left. PattyMac blinks back. Now, the important thing to note, PattyMac lose all the high damage units, mate. No more Colossus, no more Disruptors, mate. The Archons were lost as well. So only Gateway units remained.
Yeah, it's...
But here we go, mate. Here we have the Triumph card of every Protoss player, mate. Dark Templars are on the map.
Yeah, I was going to say that the armies kind of just traded with each other, right? PattyMac, he lost all his Colossus and a lot of his Disruptors. Meanwhile, Semper lost all his tanks and all his Vikings, right? So they did kind of go blow for blow there with only bio and gateway units left. But as you said, mate, DTs, they come in. Missile turret is not done and damage is being dealt.
11 workers kills over there at the tier base.
Oof.
And yeah, the second Dark Templar went for their natural and killed another 4 workers. 6, 5. Why is another Dark Templar in the main base?
Yeah,
mate,
yeah.
That's 19 workers have fallen. That's a lot of workers. That's one full mineral line.
Exactly, and you know what, Semper? He wants to get his own mineral line because he's going for a triple medevac drop straight into the main base. There is a recall available here for PattyMac. We'll see how on point he's going to be with it because, again, this drop, it gets spotted by the Observer.
Yeah, he gets spotted on Semper, immediately comes back to his base. He's not gonna arrive in time, I believe. Let's see how much damage can the infantry do before the army arrives.
Oh, exactly. Decent. Oh my god, he actually EMP'd and he does take down the Temple Archives. He's going to try and boost out.
Oh, loses 1 medivac full of units. Meanwhile, wait, Semper is going for the second attack of Marines and Marauders.
Yeah, exactly.
Going straight for that third.
Exactly, going straight for the third base. Unfortunately, the Disruptors, they were at the 4th, not the 3rd. There's nothing here to defend. Only 1 shield battery on top of that. Thankfully, PattyMac didn't waste his recall trying to go back into the main base, so he does have it available here. But Semper, he's coming in. He wants to right-click on that Nexus.
Yeah, he targets the Nexus. Recall is used, but I'm not sure if it's going to finish. It does finish, but the Nexus falls, mate.
Wow.
Oh my god, and the bot Medivac survived.
What? That was so close. The Medivac escapes with 3 HP. 1 more Stalker with that army would have been enough. And with that, PattyMac loses the base, and now he is forced to counterattack.
Oh my god, mate, that Templar Blink's on the way.
Oh yeah. Dark Stride is on the way. Sorry, Shadow Stride. Apologies. Meanwhile, there are no tanks here, but we do have plenty of ghosts. EMPs are connecting. Disruptor shots are going off though. Oh god!
This is game, mate. This is mate. You cannot come back from such a devastating blow. And yeah, GG. PattyMac takes game number 1.
Oh, GG Semper. He forced PattyMac to go across the map. PattyMac, mate, he had his balls ready.
He had his balls ready. His ball shot out and made.
Oh god. Awful, mate, awful. Meanwhile,
all three of them made good hits.
All 3 of them. Ay. Oh my god. Just letting oh, never mind. We're just letting Renegade know what was going on, but we just got an update from the lower bracket. Mate, I did not expect this. This is shocking news. Future is out.
Yeah, Future is out. He just got to 0 by Rob, mate. I'm willing to bet, mate, there was more than one proxy involved.
I maybe. I mean, it was the best of 3. To be fair, I am shook. I'm Future, for the longest time, was straight up the best Terran in NA, and he is out of the closed qualifier. He is not going to be in DreamHack.
I'm sorry, Future, but you are no longer the future of North America.
Nah, man, step aside. Vindicta is going to be taking that throne. Or maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Vindicta was the highest placing Terran in DreamHack Summer. DreamHack Fall could be completely different here, especially with a player like our Canadian Terran here.
Yes, speaking of the Canadian Terran, this is not it. This is the American Protoss player, the CranKy Dolly himself, the man with good balls. This is PattyMac.
Jesus Christ, is spawning in the top left-hand corner of Romanticide LE. We have the Canadian Terran player. He is red, representing himself. It is Semper. Possibly the new future of Terran in North America.
Possibly. Let's see, mate. He's already 1 game down, but he can bring it back. This is a best of 5 people. We still have at least 2 more games today, maybe even more. So we'll see.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like again, best of 5, a very long series. Taking the game number 1 isn't the biggest of deals, I imagine. A player like Semper has the mental fortitude to just kind of shake that off. It was a very intense back and forth game as well, honestly. Like the snipe on that Nexus, the drops that Semper was pulling off as well. Yeah, it was very exciting. Didn't disappoint.
Didn't disappoint me, and that was only game number 1. Let's see how it goes in game number 2. The map is also Romanticide, another good map in case PattyMac wants to hide a cheeky Stargate here or there.
Very true. It's large, mate. It's a big boy map. There's a lot of room for proxies if he did want to go for them. Otherwise, we could be in for a longer, more macro TvP.
And so far, that looks like the case. We have quick expansion for both players, the Nexus after Gateway for PattyMac, and the DCC after Barracks for Semper. Once again, no Reaper. He went straight for Marine into Reactor. Now, the question is he going for the more standard 1-1-1, or is he going again for the 3 racks?
Oh, we will find out here. This looks like, yep, a factory. So this is no longer a 3 racks opener. That was just something cheeky for game number 1. On Lightshade, which honestly makes a lot of sense, right? Like, you go for this strong buyer push where you just send it across the map. You want to be on a bit of a smaller map to pull that off. Now we have something, again, a little bit more standard.
Definitely a little more standard. The possibly 1-1-1 from Semper, a bunker going on into the main base, and PattyMac, no proxies this time, but he is going for a fast robo, mate.
Oh yeah, let's go. From Semper, because he's going for a 1-1-1, there is a lot of possibilities, right? You could go into a Stargate, into a Banshee. You could go something, again, a lot more economic or future focused, would be like a Raven opening or Widowmine drops. At the moment, it doesn't look like that because we don't have a reactor on the factory. We don't have a setup for Widowmines, which is a bit of a shame. I do think that, like, in TvP, Widowmine drops can do a lot, can definitely accomplish a lot for the Terran.
Yes, if the Protoss is not paying attention, suddenly the Protoss player loses maybe half of the economy. And look, he starts with a Helion, but the second unit coming up from the factory is a Widowmine. And when the starport on the Waymate, I feel there is going to be a medivac after the starport finishes.
Yeah, I imagine so. So, I was honestly a little bit. Oh, wow! Never mind.
Okay, that's only a defensive Widowman, you know, in case PattyMac tries to do what he tried last time, which was the Oracle into the directly into the base of Semper bait. But mate, I was expecting a reactor, a tech lab going into the starport. Clock Banshee, or do you think?
I will see. Okay, there we go. So
Raven, okay. Then.
Yeah, Cloak Banshee.
He just doesn't want any observers.
Yeah, it is a little bit more harassment focused. Raven is again a little bit more standard. With a Raven, sure, you can help deal with observers. More importantly, you have all that energy to disable units like Colossus. Doesn't matter if the Protoss player has 2 or even 3 Colossus, you can just disable them, stim on forward, and just take that W. So again, Ravens, mate, they impact this matchup so much.
Yeah, they do, mate. The Raven finally about to come out, and third base going on for Semper, which he needs it, babe, because PattyMac third base is now done. He's starting to explode in gateways. 5 gateways are being built at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
So, just a few minutes, the economy of PattyMac is going to explode, and along with it, his production.
I think, mate, we need some more emphasis on that. Mate, 5 gateways are being thrown down. Like, this is insane. That's a lot of gateways. Charge is finishing up. We're going to have 8 gate production here, and a War Prism is about to finish up. Mate, PattyMac is about to send it across the map. And Semper, he has no idea. He hasn't scouted the main.
Oh god, this may be a little disaster for Semper. I hope he will be okay. By the way, that Helion just went and killed 2 props for free.
Oh yeah, and it escaped. Oh my god, the Chad Helion, mate. Meanwhile, I'm afraid because, again, we don't have a massive amount of Widowmines, we don't have a tank either. What we do have is a Raven, and the Raven can get a really juicy anti-armor missile on the Zealots, right? And really soften them up for the buyer to finish, to just clean up and clean house. But the Raven, no, it's going across the map to harass, and the Zealots are coming, mate.
Yeah. This is the end. This is the end. Without Semper noticing it, on 1 bunker is not gonna be enough.
We do have Widowmines on the way. Maybe if he buys enough time, if PattyMac takes his time, the Widowmines can move forward, they can burrow, and Widowmine shots can completely change this fight.
Yeah, not gonna happen, mate. It's gonna happen. Anyhow, game number 3. Where do you think it's going to
Kappa, there we go. The Widowmines do finish up. They are moving on forward here. They will be taking place. Again, PattyMac taking his time. He waited for another warping of charge lots.
Semper's army is coming out.
Oh no, this is not. No, Puppy, please get back into the bunker. Get in.
He steams. He get backs. Made a couple of Zealots to bait the Widowmines.
Oh my god. The Zealots, they do get focused down. At the same time, the Raven does get into the third base. It is going to harass this middle line, but the third of Semper is also going to be forced to lift it up. Mate,
there we go, mate. One Widowmine detonates. I cannot believe that PattyMac is not going to engage, mate. I think he's in an extremely good position to do so.
He could earlier. Now, because of this, there's no way. It would be suicide if he tried to push into this. Like the Sim City, 6 Widowmines as well behind this. That's absolutely insane. So instead, PattyMac, he's content with denying this third base for a little bit longer, and then he comes back home.
He needs to come back home. The Raven killed 8 workers in total, 9 workers in total. So yeah, I mean, nice harassment. 51 workers for Semper, 55 for PattyMac. PattyMac is slightly ahead for his third base. His third base was denied. Only now he again landed it and started to saturate.
Exactly. Like, again, mate, shout out to Semper for reacting as quickly as he did and responding accordingly with the wall, with the Widowmines, and pulling back. Again, mate, exclamation mark Funada Darking for not believing in our Terran boy, mate. Aye.
Mate, if I were Semper and I was in that situation, I would just instantly GG, mate.
There's a reason why you're casting and not playing, okay? I mean,
yeah, maybe because this is North America, mate. I cannot play here.
This is true. I meanwhile, Meanwhile, there we go. Semper, he is pushing out across the map, this time with his mass Widowmines. Liberators behind us as well. Very interesting addition to this army. And again, because of the massive amount of Zealots, like, and because there are so many Widowmines, there's no way that at least a couple of these shots don't go off.
Yeah, most likely, mate. That's just a lot of Widowmines. Liberators are also here on the way, but mate, the balls of PattyMac has come out.
The balls are here, Go, oh, they're gonna go off, no, they get focused down!
Yeah, one ball falls instantly. Oh my god, the Widowmines, almost, only one Widowmine go down.
Oh my god, the last second switch there was insane from Semper. He was able to split up those Widowmines. At the same time, we have a recall here as he does try and come back home with a couple of Zealots, but PattyMac doesn't have that much.
It doesn't have that much, but it may be enough to survive. Oh my god, the infantry goes up, but that's a lot of workers that are dying. 16 props gone down so far. A lot of infantry still alive, and the medivacs are still alive. Fleeing forward, mate. The one medivac goes down. The second one got focused, and yeah, like Semper lost a lot of his army, but he did an excellent trade, mate. And the Widowmines are still there and about to finish, mate.
Yeah, exactly. They're about to go off, but there we go. The disruptor shot goes off. Beautiful shot. 4 Widowmines do go down. At the same time, the Raven tried to dip back in, and oh my god, the move of picking up and landing here and juking PattyMac as well. PattyMac, he was like trying to anticipate where the drop was going. 19 probes going down. My oh my.
64 workers now for Semper, 53 for PattyMac. Now Semper is the one who is ahead. Yeah, but he needs to be careful, mate. The disruptors or PattyMac are coming are in big numbers, mate. There are 3 on the way, a 4th one almost about to finish. That plus the charge of the Zealot and plus 1 armor about to finish. But Zealots are going to be there today.
Oh god, exactly, that they are. Meanwhile, we do have a Liberator showing up here between the 3rd and the main. At the same time, Raven could also dip back into that natural base. There's still no real response to this. Oh, main army is pushing out once again for Semper. PattyMac, like, he's just barely holding on, by the way. Like, he's been trading so efficiently. If you look at the units lost, like, he's mainly really only lost Zealots. But it still feels like he's barely holding on.
That's the power of Protoss, mate.
So I thought you were going to say that's the power of Terran. Oh my god. You know, there we go. Raven dives back in, throws down an auto turret. Nice response from PattyMac. But here comes Liberator, and there is no Stalkers here to deal with it. And he has to be careful because here comes the main army. No, the Disruptors! Oh god!
All the Disruptors go down, mate. There is nothing here except Zealots and Stalkers, mate. And no matter how good the Protoss units are, mate, Gateway units are not going to cut it. And Semper takes game number 2.
Oof. GG. Even without losing the Disruptors like that, it was looking really rough for PattyMac, but unfortunately, the mispositioning, the mismicro, losing 5 Disruptors for free. GG. Oof. Mate, we have a series on our hands.
We have a series. We are tied 1-1, mate. Semper could come back. He came back and advance. And by the way, mate, speaking of advancing, mate, we have the first player qualified already.
Oh.
Yes, according to Wikipedia, Massa 3-0 epic in the qualifying match and has qualified for DreamHack North America.
Oh my, congratulations, Massa. I was honestly not expecting that, especially because we did hear that Massa was stepping away from the game a little bit and, you know, just playing in his off time. But for him to 3-0 epic like that, wow, that's an impressive feat.
Hey, Canada is strong.
Oh yeah, they definitely are. Congratulations, Massa.
They may apologize to you, mate, but they're still gonna kill you.
Oh god, we'll see if that's the case here in this series because we have our own Canadian player that we are casting. As a reminder, we are diving into game 3 and this is a best of 5.
Welcome everyone, game number 3, 2000 atmospheres, and spawning here the CranKy Duckling player, the Protoss player, currently 1-1 with his opponent. This is PattyMac.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of 2000 atmospheres LE, we have the Canadian Terran player. He is red, representing himself as this madman. He's teamless. Someone pick him up. It is Semper.
If only, mate. If only there was a team owner looking for players, you know, right at this moment.
Oh my god, I love Semper. I love Semper. Also, shout out to like Poison in the chat, who's also here cheering for her boy. But like, it's one of those things where here in the CranKy Ducklings, like something we value like a lot is like community. And like so far when it comes to all of our CranKy Ducklings players, like they have somehow been involved with the CranKy Ducklings, right, for a long time, whether it's being featured on stream, being a part of the Twitch chat. Like that's something that we do hold like or regard highly. And Semper, mate, he's just not active in the weekly events, man. Like
So Semper, later on when you see these bots, please join the CranKy Duckling chat and hang out with Light for a while.
Sign up for really you should say, because you are the admin, mate, sign up for Battle of the Americas, you know. Play in Darkings tournaments, Kappa. Yeah, that is something that we do hold highly. But regardless, Semper, he is an amazing player. Obviously he's here, he's tied up, he's 1-1. Oh god. And again, like these games haven't been one-sided. Like even in game number 2, like there was a moment there where PattyMac was looking to kill his opponent, right? There was definitely a moment where he could have taken that win.
Well, there was. Unfortunately, it didn't happen, and it ended up with a draw, mate. And map number 3, here we are, and oh my, we have another proxy by PattyMac, mate. This is the second out of 3 that he does it.
Oh, that it is. Meanwhile, Semper, he did go for a worker scout. He only checked the natural, didn't dive straight into the main base. So again, he isn't aware that anything is really amiss. So at the moment, he has no reason to scout. So at the Stargate, it's going to finish up, mate.
We go, mate. Another proxy Stargate, another quick Oracle that is probably going to come out. Mm-hmm. And the question is Semper going to be more ready this time? Now, last game, mate, he ended up going with a defensive Widowmine at the beginning. So he may do the same thing again. And by the time the Oracle arrives, maybe a Widowmine is going to be waiting for him.
It's true. Like, that's a very good point. How, like, the first time we saw the proxy Oracle, it was against a 3-Rax opening, right? And as a result, there wasn't a lot to defend against the Oracle. That's why it was able to deal so much damage. But things are different here. I say different. There is still no Cyclone. We do see that Hellions are being prioritized. Because Hellions are being prioritized like this from this starport, I imagine we're going to see a medevac. I imagine we're going to see some multi-prong aggression with Marines and Hellions.
Oh no, mate. Semper only has 5 Marines and they're all across the map.
Yeah. The Oracle is going to dive in. There is nothing to contest it. Meanwhile, okay, we do have a couple of Widowmines on the way, but they're not going to finish up in time. And the Oracle shows up.
There we go. Workers have started to be killed. And Semper is not reacting, mate. Because on the other side of the map, mate, 5 Marines, 2 Hellions, mate. This is not a push that you see every day against a Protoss player.
Yeah, exactly. And he was forced to pull a couple of boys. Again, he only had 2 Adepts, and both Adepts do get taken out. Warpgate is not done, Darking. And because of that, these Hellions are going to deal a lot of damage.
Yeah, 12 workers killed so far and more are coming in. The Marines are still alive in the natural base, mate.
Oh god, exactly. Finally, Warpgate does finish, and with this, PattyMac will be able to clean up this force. But he lost 13 probes, mate.
Yes, 13 probes now. Mate, the Oracle is still alive. He's still doing a lot of damage. The one Widowmine falls.
Oh my god, I was not expecting that. The Widowmine was focused down before it could borrow. Even the armory was delayed. Oh my god.
Man, a second Oracle is coming. Another Oracle is coming.
Exactly. But I hope it does go home, to be honest. Like, oh wait, a third Oracle, even. Oh my god. Triple Oracle opening. Meanwhile, Semper, he's going across the map with his Widowmine drop. And as PattyMac scouted, which he should respond to, there's an armory, which means you will need detection to deal with these Widowmines.
To be honest, I don't think the armory is going to finish, mate, because the Oracles are coming back.
Oh my god, he came back, he delays it. Meanwhile, the Widowmines show up. What is there at home to defend? Nothing. PattyMac sent everything across the map. Oh my god, does he respond? He doesn't. No reaction.
12 more workers killed, mate. That was as much damage as those Widowmines could do, mate. And now we have...
Mate.
Now, we have Adepts going across the map.
I was about to say, now we have a Clan Fiesta because there's nothing to contest against the Adepts. Again, there are no Marines. They all died earlier. We do have a single tank and a wall. Because of this, PattyMac will not be able to break into the main.
Yes, he will not be able to break into the main, but he will be able to deny scouting for quite a while, mate. And remember, the Oracles are still alive.
That they are. What are they going to do? I was about to say they should focus down the tank, and they're going to try and get it, and they will get it. Mate.
Yeah, the tanks fall, and the oracles are going to be recalled.
Oh god, that they are. Meanwhile, the Widow Mines are finally being dealt with. The armory did finish. The oracles are needed for their revelations.
Mate, what a game.
Just chaos and pandemonium across both ends of the map. Meanwhile, ooh, almost, the Shade almost gets into the main base as all the workers do get main-arted over, back in, safely away from the natural.
Mate, those are the episodes are never going to let it go.
Oh yeah, not yet. They're here. They're here to stay, mate. This is where they live now. This is their home. Oh god. Meanwhile, yeah, the Marines they're trying to bait these adepts into the Widow Mine, but they do not take the bait. Meanwhile, the oracles, they're turning around, they're coming back in. They have to be careful because there are a couple of Widow Mines all over the place.
More workers falling. Oh my god, mate. Even so, mate, they're still even in workers, mate. 31 to votes. The big difference, mate, is that most of Semper workers, mate, are only on one base.
Jesus Christ, one of the oracles does go down. Meanwhile, these adepts will finally be cleaned up, but the second oracle is just going ham in the main base.
Yes, that Widow Mine may have destroyed an oracle, but it left a lot of SCVs with very low life, mate, and 11 more SCVs has fallen.
Hi. Oh my god. Finally, all the aggression has ended. Both players can calm down a little bit longer and breathe as this Widow Mine is being chased down. And now we gotta take stock. All right, PattyMac. He's up in workers. A blink is on the way. He's getting a third base on top of that. Meanwhile, Semper, honestly, he has a decent army. Stim is about to finish up, and he's gonna have 2 tanks. Mate, he could just march across the map.
Maybe. I mean, he does have 2 tanks, but remember, Marines are very weak, and the oracles come back. Night Revelation.
Mate, that revelation is so important because again, if Semper does move out, which is he is doing, now PattyMac has eyes on it.
Yeah, PattyMac now. The Stalkers are getting ready. Blink is nowhere near to be done, so it's probably not going to come into effect. But the Stalkers are trying to intercept.
Oh yeah, and they do. They are here, mates. Another tag, not just on the army, but also on the Widow Mine.
Buying as much time as possible, and Semper come back. He's like, no, mate, I'm not gonna risk it.
Yeah. Again, if it wasn't for these oracles, then maybe he would have been able to sneak across the map, maybe catch PattyMac unawares. But unfortunately, the oracles' attacks are too good. Oh god, not again! Ooh.
Widow Mine takes out one of the remaining oracles, mate, but Blink is over and PattyMac brings forwards. I'm not sure if that was wise. The tanks were already siege.
Yeah, unfortunately, he was unaware. He was trying to snipe that Widow Mine, and unfortunately for him, the Widow Mine actually survived that blink. Oh my god.
PattyMac blinks into the main base. One reactor goes down. One Teclab, I should say, goes down, and she blinks out.
Oh my god, beautiful bait there by Semper, just using only 1 Marine to bait out that stasis ward. Semper, he holds on. PattyMac has been trading a little bit inefficiently with these Stalkers these past couple of fights, so he has to be careful. At the same time, Semper once again going across the map, not with a Widow Mine drop, but with a straight up bio drop.
Yes, 8 Marines in 1 medivac. The recall is used.
Oh god, exactly. He does use that recall. Drop doesn't accomplish much.
Recall is used, but one important thing that Semper noticed, probably, I think, made a lot of gateways.
Oh yeah, that's a lot.
8 gateways were being built.
That's a lot of gates. I mean, Semper is working on his 3rd, but taking that 3rd, like, that's another question entirely, because PattyMac, he wants Semper to expand. He wants him to move out into this more open space, because that is where Semper will be a little bit more vulnerable.
Here we go, mate. The gateways finished. High Templars are being warped in, so Archons are going to be seen any second now. Plus the Immortal, plus Charge about to finish, plus 1 Assault about to finish. Mate, I'm not sure if this is a good idea for Semper. I think Semper is going to cut the run end of the stick.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, again, I do favor Semper's army against the Mass Chargers just because of how many Widow Mines there are, but it all depends on like who engages first, who is sieged up first.
Mate, I can tell you do not play Terran.
Mate, after your calls in the previous game, I don't think you can talk on that, mate. Semper, he pulls back, though. Again, he's taking up a more fortified defensive position here at the third base, ensuring that he does get up and running. Oh. Feels bad, man. Semper, he's trying to take the watchtowers.
Semper scans. He notices there is no fourth base yet. And yeah, I mean, everything. Look. Everything I think is going in the correct position for both players. Okay. Yeah. At the moment, both players are pretty much equal in workers, equal in bases, equal in armies, equal in upgrades.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, after how chaotic like the start of this game was, like things have more or less evened out, right? Like they both bounce off each other, and as you were saying, like ghosts are on the way. At the same time, Storm is on the way, so we're gonna have the dance between the High Templar and the ghosts. Oh god, it's gonna be all about like the skill shots, right? Who lands them first? We do have these High Templar already in this War Prism, ready to storm.
Oh, PattyMac is too careful. He forgot about the War Prism for 1 second. No.
Oh god. You say he forgets, but I feel like, yeah, he wants to catch the army. He wants it. Oh, but the scan does catch the War Prism.
Catch the War Prism, steams forward, tries to snipe it. But PattyMac is on top of it. The Widowmines are preparing. The engagement is about to happen.
Yeah, exactly. The charge rods are coming on in. This time, all the tanks are at home. Oof.
Nice Widowmines all over the Chargers, mate, but the Storm is here, mate. The Storm is ready, and they're more than good enough units to drive Semper back.
Oh, yeah, exactly. PattyMac, he just swallows up the army there. Sure, the Widowmines do survive, and they could get more shots off, but... Oh, God. PattyMac, please. He's trying to chrono out that Observer.
Where is the Observer? Does he have any
Observer
here?
The shots, oh, God. They're gonna reset. No, not like this. Not like this. Okay.
Only one shot. It could have been worse, but...
Mate, PattyMac sitting in the middle of the minefield was so anxiety-inducing. That was awful.
Breathe, light, breathe.
There was also a cheeky move there. I don't know if you noticed, but Semper scanned and he actually took out an Observer with a Widowmine shot. That was...
Yes, I saw. So yeah, now that the Widowmines are clean, mate, I think PattyMac is ready to attack.
Oh god, that he is. We still have plenty of High Templar in that War Prism. The War Prism is a little bit far behind though, so the Storms won't be a part of this fight for now, but the Ghosts are exposed.
The Ghosts EMPs all over the Archons, mate. The Archons instantly disappear. I need to be careful, mate. A lot of those Celos died. There's not much mid shield left for PattyMac's army.
Exactly. But you know what? Now PattyMac, he does have the War Prism. He does. Like, man, get in there with the High Temple. We need the Storms, puppy. Get in there.
Here we go. Blinks forward. Targets the tanks. The Storms are coming. And nice Storms all over the infantry. Oh no, mate. The War Prism dies.
The War Prism went down.
Dies along with 2 High Templars inside of it. This is a very messy fight, mate. I'm not sure who is going to come out on top.
Yeah, it looks like PattyMac's just barely breaking forward, but the Archons are so close to going down. What's important is that PattyMac, he traded army for army. He still hasn't really dealt any economic damage here at the third. Oof. Meanwhile, here
More Celos are coming in.
Oh,
the
God.
Widowmines are ready.
Oh, the Widowmine shots do go off. This bio is so overstimmed. The Zealots do make a change in this fight. And in the end, Semper, he holds.
Man, what a messy fight. Now both players below 100 supply, mate. they traded everything.
Yeah. That was brutal, mate. Like, all the Ghosts died, all the High Templar went down as well. Like, it was not pretty to look at, whether you're a Protoss or a Terran. If you're a Zerg, though, you had a good time. That's how I enjoyed myself, mate. But yeah, from this, both players, they just expand, they take their 4th bases.
What a messy game. What a game, man. +2 is about to finish for Semper. +2 attack just finished for PattyMac. So Semper is slightly ahead in the upgrade advantage. In the upgrade war mate. But oh my god, What an explosive matchup that we have so far, man.
What a game, man. We know what to follow, all right? Or what I should say is we know which plays to pick up. Kappa. Oh, God. Again, as a reminder, this is still game 3, you know, regardless of who wins this. Like, it's not the end of the series. We will have more games after this, as both players are just kind of back home licking their wounds, right? Trying to rebuild their armies. Pretty interesting. PattyMac is switching into Colossus. I kind of like this Zerg approach, right? Where you tech switch, you know, your opponent has Ghosts. They're ready for High Templar. So switch into Colossus, right? They don't have Vikings.
Yeah, man. You say that Semper starting Viking production.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. He's covering his bases. You know, he knows what's up. He knows exactly what is up. So he's getting ready for that Colossus switch. Meanwhile, oh my God, the storm drop.
6 workers killed. She lost 1 High Templar though.
The harassing High Templar with the auto attack. No.
No, the High Templar.
Oof.
Oh no. He lost another High Templar right before, and meanwhile, Widowmine lost me in the 4th base of PattyMac, and 9 workers were killed there.
Man, how unfortunate to recall away from an army into like Widowmines. That's exactly what happened. Thankfully, the War Prism actually survived the Widowmine shots. Only probes went down. Jesus
actually,
Christ.
the High Templar survived.
Yeah,
it's inside the War Prism.
It is just barely, made. Oh my God, the Widowmine shots are gonna get more. They're gonna get one more shot off. Oh.
2 more workers killed by that Widowmine. I believe he also killed the Observer.
He did kill the Observer. That means that Widowmine is going to get another shot off. Another Observer is forced to be made. Meanwhile, PattyMac, he will cancel this forecast. That was a kill.
Destroyed, not cancelled. That was a complete destroy. There go 400 minerals down the drain mate. And on the other side of the map mate, PattyMac going on with his own counterattack.
Exactly, but you know what, those Zealots, they were on a move. Nice reaction there by Semper to pull away all these SCVs, otherwise they would have all gone down. Meanwhile, the main armies are clashing, and PattyMac, he will clean up this drop.
Yes, but not before losing another 10 workers, mate.
Yeah, like I love the Zealot run by. Unfortunately, like again, he really just killed supply depots and lost mining time with it. So, oh God, not as good as it could have been. But PattyMac, he still has a very strong main army.
Yes, indeed. As a typical Protoss player with very strong units, very strong army, we have a bunch of Archons. We have 2 Colossi, High Templars, Zealots, mate. What is missing in this army, mate? Even Dark Shrine is about to be finished.
He has almost all forms of AoE. Meanwhile, he has to be careful. He has to respect this army. All the EMPs do land, but only on one of the Archons. That is enough to force PattyMac back.
Man, that poor Archon, man. He got the MP like 4 times in a row.
Did. Jesus Christ. Feels bad, man. Meanwhile, I love this from Semper. I think you were talking about it as well. Like, your ideal scenario. Mate, they're just Widowmines all over the place. Like, they just keep getting so much value.
Yes. I have come to see the Widowmines in a different light ever since I saw Roro use them a few days ago in the Latin American Qualifier.
Exactly. Meanwhile, PattyMac, sorry, Semper has to be careful. Meanwhile, the DTs, they are sneaking into the bases. No detection here at the natural or in the main.
Yeah, look. Oh, I think he saw the DTs because he closed the door just instantly. But mate, a lot of workers are starting to go down.
Oh yeah, that they are.
Cancer going in.
At the same
time.
Yeah.
Nice EMPs all over the Zealots, all over the War Prison, mates. The War Prison needs to be very careful.
Exactly. Oh God, that army was so vulnerable by Semper, by the way. It was only Vikings and Ghosts, like the Zealots. They were ready to dive on top of that army, but unfortunately they couldn't do it. At the same time, Semper is getting ready for a massive drop.
Yeah, a counterattack going on on his what is it, the 3rd base of Semper of PattyMac. And yeah, but there's Stalkers, there's a couple of Zealots ready, and there's Shield Battery, more important.
Oh yeah, Overcharge is popped. It is going to buy time for the rest of the army to meet up and attempt to catch this drop. And once again, things calm down.
Yes, we have a couple of minutes to breathe, mate, while these players just gather all the units, and oh no. The drop is finally caught. One medivac full of units go down, and now Semper saw the army is on one side of the map. Mate, I'm going to go to the other.
Exactly. I don't know if you noticed, but Semper, his medevac was punished for looking out for his boy. He was safe, and then he went out of position to pick up one more Marine, and he was punished for it. Meanwhile, Zealot Ramai does hit the freshest base once again, and Semper, he opted not to hit the freshest base of PattyMac. He scanned, he saw the disruptors, and he was like, nah, mate, I'm good. I saw how good his balls were in the previous game.
Yes. You never wanna play against PattyMac's balls.
Not at all, mate. That's the problem. They're out now. Now he has all forms of AoE. He has those Colossus. He has the disruptors. I believe he has a couple of High Templar somewhere. There it is. There's one High Templar for the storms on top of all of this. Oh god.
Nice EMPs all over the Archons again.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, nice switch into Liberators. It does force PattyMac back. Oh my god!
Three ghosts immediately went down to that disruptor shot, mate. There's still a lot of ghosts remaining though. That's a lot of EMPs that could be used against PattyMac. And there we go. The armies are clashing. EMPs everywhere. Zealots everywhere. Steam everywhere. Mate, I don't know what's going to happen.
Oh my god. The disruptor shots are going off. Is it going to be enough? All the Colossus go down. The Vikings land behind the Protoss army. And it looks like with this, there is enough Terran here to swallow up whatever PattyMac has. Aye.
There's more than enough Terran. Everything goes down. The War Prison, the Archons, everything. And now, mate, what does PattyMac has? He has Dark Templars warping in. He has a couple of disruptors on the way.
Yeah.
But currently there is nothing to defend this base. This base is going to fall.
Exactly. This base is going to go down. Not just this base, but also the most left-hand base as well. There are drops all over the place. And PattyMac, after losing his army like that, he cannot rebuild it in time. Yeah. Unfortunately, mate, Terran is too good. And Semper, he's going to take a lead in this series.
Yeah, he goes for a counterattack, but there was units ready to defend, mate, and I don't think PattyMac can come back from this. And yes, that's GG, mate, and Semper takes the lead 2-1.
GG. Oh, what a game. And I was just messing around there at the end. Unfortunately, PattyMac, when it came to his main army, I do think that he was lacking in Zealots there. Zealots, like, his army was blanket EMP'd, and he had a lot of Stalkers, but, like, even though it looked like a decent position for him, he really couldn't close that distance and get the engagement that he wanted. Yeah, it's not ideal for him.
Ideal, and at the end Semper managed to close out that game. And yeah, that was what is it, 24 minutes, something like that was that game, mate. And it was an incredible sight to watch.
Oh yeah. Let me just update the admin with what is happening here, just to make sure they're aware of where our series stands. But yeah, I'm just rewatching that fight there. Oh my god, the EMPs literally covered every single Protoss unit, mate. Oh my god.
But yeah. By the way, I want to give a shout out to Sushi, who is in the chat along with a lot of the Alpha X boys. Thank you for coming and see the best, some of the best that North America has to offer.
Oh, I didn't notice Sushi.
Yes, I believe I saw him earlier.
Are you talking about Sugar?
No, I think it was Sushi, not Sugar. Sugar NA Apprentice, right?
Yes.
No, I was saying Sushi. Did I look, I did not confuse. I probably just hallucinated for a second.
Oh god, man, Ducklings, stay with me, mate. It's not your time. Oh my god. But yeah, shout out to Sushi, shout out to Trigger as well, showing up here for the other NA boys. I hope everyone is having a good time in the chat. I hope everyone is enjoying themselves. Oh god.
Trigger, correct me if I'm wrong, Trigger is in the main event?
He is. He does not have to play in the closed qualifiers.
You're going to be able to see him in next week, 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks, I believe North America starts.
Oh yeah. This first coming week is going to be Latin America focused, and then the following week will be North America. Oh boy. But yeah, what a fight, what an engagement, like what a series that this has been. It's been amazing. I love it.
Yeah, you know what's the best part, this light?
What's the best part?
it's not over. There's still more to come.
Exactly. And even depending on how this series goes, do not fret for the player who does lose in this series, because there is a lower bracket.
Oh my god! Like I'm going to give you an image that I just found.
Oh god.
I'm going to send it to you on Discord, because one day, like, I don't know where this is, but you need to go there.
What is this? Taquería el funadito. Oh god.
This is amazing.
Oh god. Also, I love what PattyMac is saying in the chat, by the way. Ooh. PattyMac, he's saying, yo, okay, look. I've had too much fun. It's serious mode, okay? The weights are coming off. Oh, could you, I just left the lobby. Could you tell them, WCS Game Heart? Oh, God. As we are going to be remaking that lobby. Oh, boy.
Finger weights are coming up.
I love it. All right, here we go. Game number 3. As I should hold on. I gotta update this on the screen right now. There we go. Currently, Semper is leading this series 2-1. He needs one more, and he qualifies for DreamHack. Meanwhile, PattyMac, mate, he's got to take this one to take it all the way to the ace match.
I mean, he can do it, mate. He's a Protoss player. Should be easy for him.
Kappa.
Remember, mate, the weights are off. And here we are, mate. Here we are, the Protoss player who is now going to take things serious. This is PattyMac.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Oxide LE, we have the Canadian Terran player. He is green, representing himself and the land of Canada. It is Semper. Oh. Shaking my head, Darking. Oh god. You know, you worry me sometimes. You know, when you start hallucinating, when you start seeing things like that, it's like, mate, oh god, how much longer do I have him? Like
Okay, mate, I leave, mate. Besides, mate, I don't want to hear that from a guy who's casting like 16 hours a day for like 1 month straight.
It's true. My you know, I know it, mate. Man, my time is running up, mate. It's gone. I'm gone. Oh god. Look, I'm just doing what I can while I'm still here, okay?
Yeah, mate. Live VIP, mate, for people in the chat, Live VIP is like a tree, mate. He will be dead inside, but he will still stand up.
What analogies? I'm like a tree. Oh god, feels bad, man. I will still stand strong, mate. I may die, but I'll still be casting, mate. It's fine. God. But yeah, for those wondering, this is a lot. Oh, sorry, I should say yesterday we did cast 3 events in a row, and we're going to do the same today. Right after the North American qualifiers, we'll be covering the closed qualifiers for Oceania, and then right after that, we'll be covering the closed qualifiers for China. So we do have a full day of StarCraft ahead of us. And yeah, we just keep going from there.
Then tomorrow early, Latin America, mate.
Yeah, tomorrow's Latin America, ESL Open Cup Americas as well. If that's still going on, I think it is. Of course, Desafiantes. We're going to be the B stream for DreamHack. It's oh boy. And yo, Semper, he's doing it again.
Yes, he's doing it again. 3 racks opening. Luckily for him, no proxy Stargate this time, mate. Instead, PattyMac is going for the most standard, quick What's the name of the building? I forgot. Toilet Council.
Yeah, interesting here. So this is what PattyMac meant. This is a lot more standard. I guess that he meant, yo, I'm not going to go for these cheeky openers anymore. I'm going to play a lot more standard. I'm going to open up with Blink. Makes a lot of sense, but yeah, he needs to scout this. Ooh, denied entry into the main.
Yes, I like it. He almost managed to get in almost. It was so close.
Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, the adept keeps trying, but Semper, he's so on top of his wall micro. Make sure the wall is wall. Oh my god, mate, it's not Blink.
Oh my god, this is a Dark Shrine, mate. And Dark Shrine right in the middle of your base, mate. Like, one quick scan and your plan is exposed. The boss and this man, man. The boss and this man.
Oh my god. I'm trying to figure out who does this favor here, because obviously Semper, he's going to be sending his bio army across the map and hitting quite hard. But if he doesn't have energy for scans, then PattyMac will be able to hold.
Yes, it's all going to depend how good or how bad PattyMac is at using the energy of his command centers. Like, this is funny because this is like one of the bad things of being a pro player, mate. If you're really good at using the energy of your command center, sometimes you're dead.
It's one of those things where, yeah, like sometimes, you know, not muling is a good thing when you're up against Protoss, especially. So we'll see how much energy is stored up here. Oh my god, Semper, he is covering his bases. We have a mistart here at the natural. That's great and all, but the DTs, they're going in the main.
DTs are coming in, mate. The War Prism is ready, and just as the DTs are going in, Semper is moving out.
Yeah, exactly. Stim and Combat Shields is about to finish up. This is a beautiful timing here for Semper. Meanwhile, the DTs come in, and Semper, he's unfazed. He doesn't turn around.
Yes, he doesn't turn around. There is one missile turret, mate, but there's only one Marine, mate. I think if the DTs, like, we have a good enough number, mate, they will be able to kill everything.
I mean, there's only 2 Marines.
Yes, I mean...
Mate, Semper, he's sending everything across the map, and PattyMac fully walled off. He has a shield battery, he has overcharge.
Yes, shield battery is there. A second shield battery is coming in. Overcharge is used, but it's not used on the Robo, mate, and the Robo falls down.
Fun fact, it was used on the Robo, but the DPS was too high. Oh god.
Man with gun is good unit.
Is pretty good, but not good enough to break through.
Yeah, especially when it is drug, mate.
Sure. It's the only time when it's good, mate. Oh my god. Meanwhile, the DTs do come in once again. Oh my god, so much damage is being done, by the way, against Semper. He's down to half the worker count of PattyMac, and unfortunately, this bio push couldn't do anything because PattyMac was ready at home. He was fully walled off. He had shield batteries, he had overcharge, he had an army, and as a result, Semper, like, this 3-racks just did not pay off.
Yes, definitely. He lost more workers, so now PattyMac at double the worker supply of his opponent, 48 to 23. At least the good thing that you're gonna say that Semper did is that the War Prism fell.
This is true. The War Prism was focused down, and that means Semper doesn't have to worry about DTs in his main base anymore. He has plenty of missile turrets. The problem is that he's pushing out across the map, but again, he doesn't have a Raven. Like, DTs defensively at home would be even enough. God.
Here we go, steam forward, but oh my god, nice force fields, and yeah, this whole army of Semper is going to fall.
Yeah, aye. He was the one being aggressive, but GG gets called, and PattyMac ties up the series. Mate, we are going to the ace match.
2-2, mate. See, mate? Protoss good unit.
DT is good unit, mate. DT is good race. Oh my god. I love what Sugar's saying. It pays to be bad. Oh god. Aye. But yeah. Now we see what happens, mate, when the finger weights come off.
DTs, that's what happens. Here we go, mate. Last map of the series. The countdown has begun. Mate, we're going to be on Blackburn.
This is what's worrisome about this, right? Both players only have one veto. Now we know Jagannatha and Beckett were vetoed. They were the 2 maps. And that means that Blackburn went through. I'm scared, man. I'm worried.
I mean, you're worried, but for who, mate? Is it maybe this player here, the Brew Protoss player, the American Duckling? This is PattyMac.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Blackburn ALE, we have the Canadian Terran player. He is red. He took it all the way. He was so close to winning out this series, but now we are here in the ace match, mate. Which way is it going to go? Here we have Semper. This is it. This is the rivalry as old as time. America versus Canada. Oh.
I thought the rivalry was America versus Mexico, mate.
Look, I'm not from America. I don't know. It's talking out of my ass, man. Oh, God.
Or I thought the rivalry was America versus Russia, mate. Or America versus Germany. Or America versus Japan.
America versus
or America
versus
America.
Right?
Remember that one?
Look, America, they just like to start beef, all right? But even though they do love to antagonize sometimes, PattyMac, yo, with the good manners, saying GLHF, regardless of how this goes, it was fun. It went all the way to the ace match. The respect, mate.
Yes, the respect. Good luck, have fun just before I cheese you in face, PattyMac.
Just before I turn on the dark shrine, mate.
But yeah, so far, no cheese, mate. PattyMac went again with a quick Nexus, and on the other side, Semper is apparently going to go again for the Barras gags into SEC.
Interesting. I mean, PattyMac, he does confirm that CC with his probe. Meanwhile, this SCV did also scout the pylons, knows nothing crazy is going on. He's just double checking just in case. I mean, I don't blame him. Don't blame him at all. And oh boy, mate, PattyMac. All right, Semper, he's looking, but he doesn't find it. He checks only towards the north side of his base, not towards the south. And mate,
look, if there's one thing that I'm going to criticize about Semper,
you were about to say?
I cannot believe that. That just happened, mate. Like,
you're about to funada Semper about his scouting, about not catching these proxy stargates, and you wouldn't be wrong, right? Like, throughout this series, he just hasn't found them, and this time in the ace match, where it counts, he does find it.
Yeah, he luckily managed to find the pylon. Now the probe ended up not doing anything with that pylon because it was carried. So let's see what is PattyMac plans B is going to be, and apparently it's going to be a fast toilet cancel, mate. Are we going to see Dark Shine for a second time in a row?
It would be crazy if he did it. It would be absolutely insane. There we go. We do have Blink being researched. As you said, because this got scattered, it did change PattyMac's mind. Like, it did force him to react to his opponent, respect his opponent, know that if he did try and go for a proxy, it would not survive. It would not go well for PattyMac. So instead, he gives up on that pylon. And yeah, playing a little bit more straight up. I say straight up. I think this is the first time we do see just a straight up Blink opening from PattyMac in this series.
Yes, just a straight Blink for PattyMac. Meanwhile, Semper on the other side of the map, he went for the more standard 1-1-1 and Reactor Tech Lab on that starport. This is going to be again the Raven, or is it going to be Banshee for the first time?
We'll find out. We shall see. So far, the Hellion does make it into the main base. There's only a sentry to defend. So there's a lot of potential with this Hellion. He does get a second probe, but only a second.
A third, mate.
Oh my god.
3 probes and he's going to get out.
Oh my god.
I mean, if he wants to.
He wants a fourth.
He's going to get a fourth now. He's not going to get.
He wants it. He wants it. He wants it.
No, mate, only 3. Only 3 so far. Meanwhile, mate, that SCV is going ham on that pylon.
Oh yeah, it is. It is just doing all it can, drilling it to death, and it looks like, mate, the SCV will eventually kill this pylon. Don't see that every day. And we do see that you were like trying to theorize, are we gonna see a Banshee opener here? So far, no, it is just a straight up Raven opener. It is a lot more safe, and again, there's a lot of utility to be had with this Raven.
I cannot believe that the SCV killed that pilot mate. Like if I were PattyMac, I would just build an dep or a stalker and just send it across the map and kill that SCV.
Oh god, but mate, you don't want to crush the hopes and dreams of an SCV, you know, like.
Mate, it's an SCV. His hope and dreams have already been crushed.
It's true. It's true. It's very true. He's never coming back home. Oh god. Oh no.
There we go. Semper scouting. He's gonna scout the timing of the third base. He saw it. No, he didn't saw it. He didn't saw the third base. He didn't saw the army moving out as well.
Exactly. Meanwhile, bearing in mind that blink is done, we do have an observer out on the map as well, so potentially could try and blink into the main, but there is a Raven looking to hunt down that observer, so instead PattyMac does pull it back. And these stalkers are just here to just kind of, you know, contain his opponents, scout if there is a move out, scout if there's a third base, and just keep an eye on things.
Yeah. Everyone, Funara in the chat, Darkness, who is no longer playing StarCraft and is now playing Final Fantasy 14 because some little devil told him to.
Darkness, tell me what data center you're in. We'll play together. We'll play some Final Fantasy 14. Let's go. Shout out to Darkness, by the way, for a good while there, he was the best Protoss player in Latino America. I would argue that he still is, even though he's out of practice for not a PattyMac. But yeah, Darkness, unfortunately, he's too busy becoming a doctor. Too busy. Feels bad, man.
Yeah, I mean, saving lives, please.
How dare you? God damn it. So selfish. But we do see the army of Semper is pushing out. Nicely done by PattyMac. He's slowly shaving away this army, chipping away at it as it moves out across the map.
Ooh, loses one stalker, but yeah, he killed like 4 or 5 marines for basically free. And there we go, 2 colossus are out. Thermal lance is still not down, so needs to be careful with the 3 tanks, mate, especially.
Yeah, this is a strong push, and this is the strength of Blackburn, where Semper moves out across the map, and in a couple of seconds, he's already across the map. He's already at the third base, at the natural of the Protoss player, and PattyMac, he just needs a little bit more time for that extended thermal lens.
Oh. Yeah, excellent. Tempered comebacks. He saw the 2 colossus. He saw that the Zeros had charge, and this is not enough army, mate, to counter that.
Yeah,
that was going to be a disaster if Semper just stayed there.
Yeah, exactly.
He needs to come back, regroup, take a third, and maybe start going for that Ghost Academy.
Exactly.
It worked so well for him in the previous games that I surprised that he is not ready yet.
Yeah, I mean, Semper, it was very wise of him not to stay in commits, right? He would have lost a lot of army there. And then, again, because it's Blackburn, the counterattack would have hit so much faster. So luckily, he didn't overstay his welcome. He did come back home. Meanwhile, we do see PattyMac finishing up his thermal lance, diversifying his splash damage, working on those disruptors, alongside his Colossus on top of that, getting his second robo for that double disruptor production.
Yes, Disruptor coming out, +1 attack. +1 attack just only started for PattyMac. Meanwhile, Semper, +1 attack is done, +1 shield, +1 armor is about to be finished.
Oh god, exactly. And PattyMac, he just continues to expand. Here we go towards the north side of the map. Just kind of chilling at home, refining his army, going for some zealot run bys, sure, but I don't know if they're going to deal too much damage here. Again, the army of Semper is nicely placed right next to his precious base. So things are going to slow down a little bit, and yeah, I'm just waiting for that Ghost Academy, as you said.
Ooh, Darkness in the chat says that he has only played like 30 minutes. So there's still salvation for you, Darkness. You still can do it.
No, wait, Darkness. You played 30 minutes for now, but you know what? We'll change that. It's so good. But here we go. PattyMac now moving out here with his Colossus and his disruptors. I don't know. I'm not feeling this army too much. Like, I feel like we're missing some zealots, some gateway units to really round this out.
I mean, that's because they're on the side of the map, like trying to do whatever damage they can.
Yeah. They do get found out. They do get pushed away. Meanwhile, the Raven is looking to try and go for some counter damage, but it does get caught out by some Stalkers already at half HP.
Yes, nice defense by PattyMac, but the Raven still lives, so he needs to keep an eye on it the rest of the game. Suddenly, he's going to lose a lot of workers.
Oh, exactly. There's a lot of potential here with that Raven. Meanwhile, I see there are a couple of fans of Darkness in the chat. I mean, we were massive fans of them. I am still a massive fan of Darkness. I love him. I'm awaiting his return, but again, he is in medical school, for those wondering. Like, and he's quite, to be fair, he's quite close to finishing his course, his degree. But yeah, is focusing on that.
Can you imagine, like, once Darkness finishes medical school, we can finally call him Dr. Darkness?
Dr. Darkness, let's go! I love that. Oh my god. The dream is about to become a reality.
Yeah, Army's posturing, Army's just checking out from the other side of the map, and the Raven comes for Vissel Torres, mate. But mate, shield battery is very good.
Oh god, but they're focusing down the workers and probes are falling like flies. Ay.
7 workers were down. Nice focus fire by Semper. After he realized he couldn't kill the cannon, he went directly for the workers, mate, and yeah, 7 workers fell there.
Exactly. Meanwhile, oh my god, that's that's a lot of disruptors. Jesus Christ, that is 8 disruptors, mate. Oh my god.
It's okay, mate. The Terran can just split. Easy, right? Easy.
We'll see, man. We'll see. Unfortunately, tanks don't split. That's what I'm worried about. They are a little bit more stationary. Meanwhile, here comes the main army. Semper does spot it, though. He does scan.
Cool. I didn't know that the shot of the disruptors was also slowed down by the zone.
It is slowed down. It is also sped up on Jagannatha.
Wow, that's scary.
It is. You know,
ooh,
oh god.
Loses 2 disruptors to the tank, mate. He needs to be very careful with his positioning.
Yeah, I was talking about how many disruptors he had earlier, but I mean, PattyMac, please, that doesn't mean throw them away. Oh my god. It's a couple of disruptors do get picked off there. Nice tank positioning there by Semper. He's slowly sieging forward, slowly leapfrogging as he wants to engage his army.
No, he's not seized up. He's not seized up. Disruptor shot. A couple of tanks go down.
God, exactly. Like, this is such an awful position to fight. Like, it's such an awkward choke point with the slow zones on either side of you.
And like, when this is happening, there's a big sellout run by going on for the tilt base of Semper.
Aye. 1 tank, the second tank will go down. This forces Semper all the way back home. And now this is the opportunity for PattyMac to counterattack and maybe even take out this base. Oh, never mind.
He's going for the rocks. He wants to try to surround the Terran army as best as possible. And here we go, mate. Best angle that he could go for.
Oof. Yeah, exactly. But again, PattyMac, he's just posturing. He's just keeping Semper's attention here in the middle of the map because once again, he is going for a massive, not a Zealot run by, a DT run by.
Oh my god, mate, that's so many Dark Templars.
Yo, I heard you like that. I heard you like DTs, mate.
Mate, those are 11 Dark Templars, mate. And there's 6 more on the way. Oh my god.
Ay. He's just waiting. Blink is done. He's coming in, mate. Meanwhile, the main armies are about to face. They're about to fight.
There we go. The disruptor shots go off. Oof. Oh my god, he loses a couple of disruptors, but also Semper loses a couple of times, and the Dark Templars are here. There's a lot of Dark Templars, there's a lot of DPS, and the army of Semper is coming back. Oh
my god, once again, everything is forced back. Ay. To be fair, the DTs honestly didn't deal a lot of damage. They killed a bunker, they killed a missile turret, if that, and that is all. But the value that they brought was to bring back Semper's army.
Yes, Semper's army brought back, and also importantly, made the DT survive. The tanks are exposed.
Oh
he blinks,
my god.
PattyMac fleeing forwards, and most of the tanks went down, mate. But at the same time, he loses the Colossus.
Yeah, exactly. He could not contest against all these Vikings. Meanwhile, DTs keep coming back in. Thankfully, mate, the time for Colossus are gone. And that does mean that Semper, he has some dead supply in these Vikings. Like, they were here to deal with the Colossus, but now that they're gone, like, he needs something better to deal with the ground-focused army.
I mean, it's better than nothing, mate. It's basically 2 Marines in 1 without steam.
I guess so. Without steam, that's the key point there. Meanwhile, PattyMac, he's taking a lot of tank shots there. Ay.
I mean, you say tank shot, mate, but it's only 1 tank, so it's okay.
I guess so. But that 1 tank is getting a lot of value. Meanwhile, mate, that's a lot of DTs. He wants to right-click on that planetary.
Yes, the blink is over, and more disruptor shots are coming.
The
Here we go, mate. The DTs are coming from the back, and oh my god, the Disruptor shot destroy everything, mate, and suddenly Semper lost a lot of army, mate, and can PattyMac close it out?
Wow.
Or got Disruptor shots.
Mate, the flanking DTs were insane. The Disruptor shots were insane. The Vikings are forced to land, and now we basically have a Ghost Viking army.
Yeah, mate, now there's only one tank left, mate. There's still a lot of Disruptors. There's still a lot of Stalkers. More Zealots are coming in. 3-3 is near done as well for PattyMac, mate. PattyMac looks good in this game.
That he does. Now here we come, the reinforcing zealots. Ooh, solid EMPs on the entirety of PattyMac's army, but it didn't connect with the zealots. Again, PattyMac, he's undeterred. He wants to fight. He wants to keep going. He knows he has a bit of an advantage here. Oh my god, oh my god.
Oh, they didn't reach the tank. Didn't quite reach the tank. They did damage the building, by the way.
PattyMac, please, just wasting all of his Disruptor shots. His army is so vulnerable right now. He does back off. He's also expanding, taking the center of the map. But yo, here come the ghosts.
Nice EMPs all over the army of PattyMac, but it's not enough. Semper still do not engage.
Exactly. There's always at least one Purification Nova ready to go off on this army. Meanwhile, Semper has bought enough time where he has remaxed, this time incorporating some Liberators as well.
Oh, Disruptor shots, he killed a couple of units, but there's still a lot of Disruptors, mate. He can keep shooting forever with enough Disruptors. How many does he has at the moment? He has 10, mate. 10 Disruptors around the map.
Ooh, 10 Disruptors. Oh my god, but they move a little bit too far forward there. They're exposed. They're gonna, oh my god, they're trying to be focused out, but the Disruptor shots, they go off.
Mate, what a trade these two players are doing, mate.
Oh my god, it's a bloodbath. Again, Disruptors went down, but the Purification Nova still did connect.
And wait, 21 workers die up there as well.
Oh yeah.
21 workers. Now PattyMac ahead in workers, ahead in army, mate. Equal in upgrades. This is still a very weird late game, mate.
I mean, what's scary is that in that fight, all the ghosts died. There are 0 ghosts left with this army. No more EMPs, no more snipes. He's making ghosts to replenish them, but right now, like, I'm a little bit worried for Semper's army.
A lot of Disruptor shot just to keep the army out of bay, and he takes out the CC. Semper is one base down.
Oh god, exactly. Meanwhile, what I will say, I mean, there's no real answer to the Liberators. Like, sure, there are a lot of Blink Stalkers, but again, the Liberators are going to get a lot of shots off. But here we go, PattyMac, he wants in. Oh my god.
Dark Templars went ahead for the gold base, and they got it, mate.
They got the right click that they were looking for on that planetary. Thankfully for Semper, there was an orbital right next to it, so I mean, he can just resume mining here. But wow, that planetary did finally fall.
And slowly but surely, mate, PattyMac is starting to get more ahead. He's currently 30 supply ahead. Most of it is in army, mate. So Semper needs to have a very lucky shot, mate. Oh no, he lost a few units to one Disruptor shot. Nice EMPs on all the army, mate. The Disruptors are coming in. Is this enough?
Oh my god.
I don't think this is enough for Semper.
Exactly. There's just too many gateway units at the same time. Another Zealot run by on the gold base of Semper. There's no mining there whatsoever. Oh my god, Semper is just being starved out.
Yes, now Semper is 70 supply behind. PattyMac brings forwards. He takes out the Liberators. And the Disruptors take out the rest of the infantry army, mate. And I think this is going to be it.
Wow, this is, the Liberators are going down. The Zealots are coming in. There's not enough on the ground here for Semper. GG gets called.
Light, may I say congratulations, you have a player in WCS North America. WCS, DreamHack North America.
GG, congratulations. PattyMac, the CranKy Duckling himself, does come out ahead in this series. He does qualify for DreamHack North America Fall. But it wasn't an easy series. It went all the way to the ace match. It was so intense. It could have gone either way. There were moments there where either player was ahead, but PattyMac just edged out there with his Disruptors, with his Zealot run-bys, his DT run-bys. Wow.